Hello children, welcome to all of you in my online chemistry class. As you are knowing that your periodic test first is going to head very soon. So students, good wishes for your coming examination from my side, and I want to discuss with you the chapter which will come in periodic first, that is matter in our surroundings. So let's start with matter. So students, what is matter? What are the properties of matter? How matter is classified? And the classified means that as you are knowing that the solid, liquid, gaseous stage they are possessing, and what are the definitions of these parts of matter, and how they can be defined. So students, let's start with the basic point, matter. So students, matter, the concept of matter was first realized by Indian philosophers, or you can say sons, and believed that universe is composed of 5 basic fundamental elements, and these fundamental basic elements were called at that time Pancha Tattva. Pancha Tattva. What these Panch Tattva were? So these 5 fundamental Panch Tattva were what? In which the first was Prithvi. Prithvi, and now that is called the earth. Second Panch Tattva was what? That is Jal. Jal. And the water. Water. And third Panch Tattva was, that is Vayu. Vayu, the air. And fourth Panch Tattva was, that is Agni, the fire. And last Panch Tattva was, that is Akash, means the sky. So they believe that these 5 Pancha Tattva are the main resources of matter. And children, nowadays matter can be defined as anything around us which occupies space, having mass, and can be realized by sense is called matter. Alright? For example of matter, that is food. Food we eat, so that is comes under the category of matter. Water we drink, so water. Clothes we wear, that is clothes is also matter. And many more, that is, listen, that is this marker, this board, this wall, that is anything, you can say anything which occupies space and having mass. It comes under the category of matter. Alright, but one more thing, the sensation or emotion, or you can say feelings, doesn't comes under the category of matter. Means that is love, hate, that is smell, taste, pleasure, friendship, etc. doesn't come under the category of matter because they are just sensations or emotions. They doesn't contain any space and neither they contain mass. That's why they are not considered as a matter. They are just sensations. So this is the difference. Means anything around us which will occupy space and have mass will come under the category of matter. Alright? So this is the definition and concept of matter. Now, how matter is classified? What is the classification of matter? So, matter can be classified on the basis of two properties, in which that is classification of matter. So matter can be classified on the basis of two property, in which first is called physical property and second is called chemical property. So students, on the basis of physical property, matter is of three kinds. First is called solid state or solid. Second is called liquid state or liquid. This is designated by S, this is by L, and third is a gaseous state. Gaseous state and designated by this one. So, on the basis of physical property, matter can be classified into solid, liquid and gas, and they are designated by S, L and G short notations. Clear? And on the basis of chemical property, the matter can be classified as, that is, first is element, second is compound, and third is mixture. Alright? So now come on the physical property of the matter. So first I want to discuss with you what is solid or solid state of the matter. Solid state of the matter. So children, in solid state, the matter which having definite mass as well as definite volume and definite shape, means all the properties of matter, that is shape, mass and volume, should be definite, then it will be called in solid state or solid. Okay? Means in the solid state of the matter, their mass, their volume and their shape must be definite. Then that substance or that matter will come in the category of solid state. Okay children? So what are the general examples of solid state? So in solids, as you are knowing, very simpler, in daily use of your life, that you are using, that is ice exists in solid state, that is ice, that is gold, silver, copper, bronze, that is diamond, graphite, that is chalk, duster, they will come under the category of solids. Alright? Now student, what is the property of solids? So first property of solid is that the shape of the solid is a definite and they cannot flow freely in a normal condition, and the density of the solid matters are high and they are highly rigid. They are highly rigid, that's why their melting point and boiling points are too much high. Okay? So must remember what are solids, what are the example of solid, and what are the properties of solid. Next point is that is liquid state. So students, in liquid state the matter having definite mass, definite volume, but indefinite shape comes under the category of liquid state are called liquids. And in liquids, they acquire the shape of the container in which they are kept. The property of the liquid is that, main property, they acquire the shape of the liquids in which they are kept. Suppose I constructing here a vessel, I have added 250 ml of water in it, means volume is different, and suppose I here taking a conical flask, taking suppose measuring flask. Okay, this is measuring flask, this is a vessel in which this is also containing 250 ml. So here see volume is definite, but they acquire the shape of the container in which they are kept. So this is the meaning of this point. Means volume is definite, that is mass is definite, but shape is indefinite, comes under the category of liquids. Simple examples of liquids. What are the simple examples of liquids? General use, in your daily use, that is water. Water. You are knowing it. Water, milk, oil, alcohol, etc. are the good examples of liquid. And one more thing, they have a tendency to flow freely. They have a tendency to flow freely. And one point of this liquid state, what is the properties of liquids? So main property of liquid is that their shape is indefinite. Second property, their density is less in comparison to solids. They possess low melting point and boiling point, and they can flow freely. And one more point, they are least compressible. They are least compressible. So these are the properties of liquids. Next point, what is gaseous state of the matter? So students, in a gaseous state of the matter, the volume and shape of the matter both is indefinite. Means in gaseous state the matter have neither definite shape nor a definite volume, are called gases or gaseous state. Is that clear? And the most important property of gaseous state is that they are highly compressible and that they can flow freely. They can flow freely, that's why this property is called fluidity also. So, what are the examples of gases or gaseous state? So, you are knowing that many gases around us are gases, that is hydrogen gas, nitrogen gas, oxygen gas, CO2 gas, and many more. That is NO nitric oxide gas, sulfur dioxide gas, and all the inert gases. That is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon are comes under the category of gaseous state. Now children, come on the property of gases. So first property of gases is that they have neither definite shape nor a definite volume. Means both shape and volume is definite in the case of gases. Second property, they are highly compressible. Means on compressing they gets easily compressed. And next property, they can flow freely. They can flow freely. So this is another property. And one more property of gases is that they have always indefinite shape. Always means its shape is not definite. So this is the property of gases. And one more thing, the density of this gaseous matter is too much less in comparison to solid and liquids. Must remember, student, the density of the gases is too much less due to the lightness. Generally gases are too much light, that's why their density. So students, this is all about matter, and must remember the points which I have discussed today. And one more thing I want to tell you that in next lecture I will discuss in detail the interconversion of state of matter, and along with the conversion of temperature also, that is degree Celsius, Kelvin, that is, and Fahrenheit. So till then, revise it properly, and children, if any doubt, any confusion, ask me without any hesitation. I always available for you. So students, that's all today. Thank you. Have a nice day.